Just took off this morning from Dawu. Had a great barbecue last night, and this is about, I don't know, about 35 Ks to the top from there, in between here and Bame, going towards Tagong. It's called the Dragon Grassland. Yeah, pretty cool. We were thinking of actually camping here last night, and yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty area, around 4,000 meters though, so it's also not super super comfortable for sleeping, but too bad you can't really drive back there easy. You just have these dirt roads here, so you have all these horse tours and stuff like that, but definitely a pretty area. Nice, so I'm just out here about 5 Ks on the way towards Bame from Tagong. You could go out to Nunnery, and there's several monasteries out here. There's like 3 or 4 huge ones, so pretty nice. We had just tried going on the other road, and the road was too damaged, so we kind of came out here, and you could hike from Tagong out here in about 3 hours, so we just took the van, obviously. But yeah, it's really nice. Really nice skies, and you know, the temples themselves generally look similar and nothing super special, but it's just combined with the views of the scenery makes it amazing. And too bad that crane's in the way, but you have Yala Mountain in the back there. We'll get some other views of that later, and several of these mountainsides with Tibetan inscriptions of different things. It's just about 15 Ks past Bame, a nice valley here. There's a temple I went to last time, not too bad. And then there's one of the homes of the one of the Dalai Lamas, I think from about 100 years ago, or somewhere down in here. I forgot exactly where, but somewhere not too far from the road. So yeah, we're just going to continue down the road. It's not too far from Mount Yala, and then we'll head into Danba today, which is only like 2,000 meters, so it's a huge downhill. So lucky with the weather. We've only had a day and a half of rain out of like 10 days so far, so really lucked out. I don't know what's more beautiful. I know, I didn't think my girlfriend would be here either. The pig or the view out here? Yala Mountain. Here's some hot springs. Doesn't look like the nicest hot springs in the world, but you could do this about just downhill, just a little bit downhill from Mount Yala, about 5 Ks. You could go to this gangster style looking hot springs. Yeah, from here it's like, I don't know, 65 Ks or something downhill to Danba. Nice little trip. They just paved this road too, so pretty nice. Nice, so I just got into Danba about an hour and a half ago. Pretty cool town. It's a little town nestled in the mountains, kind of like a canyon, and it's pretty impressive. And instead of staying in town, you could go down a few kilometers, and over here they got a couple nice hotels and stuff. And all around here, really steep canyon. So it's a really different, little different vibe than the other place, because the other area is like all grassland. Now everything's like all lush forests and stuff like that. So really nice area. And the architecture here is different. So about 4.5 kilometers outside, you have these hotels. This local Tibetan one's about 100 a night, and this one's about 250 or 260 or something. It's quite a bit nicer. But this one's also decent. They just remodeled and stuff, so for 100, I think that's not bad. So yeah, just a few rivers meet and a few roads meet in Danba, and they have these famous Himalayan towers that I guess we'll see some of them tomorrow.
Yeah, really.
Nice.
I'm a responsible kindergarten teacher.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna grab this with my good arm, not the broken rib arm.
It looks like
that's big with a big beer.
Normal size beer in my hand.
That's pretty cool.
There you go, man.
So you don't see
Cheers.
much.
Cheers.
Not a bad spot for beer after dinner. Get noisy in the restaurant too, so it's pretty cool out here. Really just awesome views. Just a few kilometers outside Danba, going southeast, you can see quite a few of the Himalayan towers. There's towers they used back in the day to protect themselves against people trying to like steal their things. So you could go in there and get into a little hole, like with a ladder, and then, you know, close the door 10-15 feet above, and then kind of hide out in there during maybe winter or sometimes. Yeah, this place must have been super isolated back in the day. So rocky and isolated. Here we're staying at a homestay. About a month and a half ago I was here on a bike trip, and there was no hotel, so the lady mentioned we could stay here at a homestay, so it's kind of cool. It's near town Dawe, about 25 k's from Four Sisters Park, which is a really popular area for hiking. And yeah, we're gonna try to go into that park today and hike a little bit. We're gonna the only concern we had is that there's a big landslide in Wulong, kind of on the way home tomorrow. So we don't know if we should try to go that way, or we were thinking of going the other way. But I guess the government said they're going to try to clear everything up today. So, but yeah, it's kind of a cool spot. The rooms are decent there for a couple hundred, and the food was like 200 for dinner and 200 for breakfast. So yeah, it's not too bad. Nice, we just got into Four Sisters Park. I actually did a hike here about 3 weeks ago. There's 3 entrances, so I did the Haidsa one, kind of an alpine lake one. And this is the main entrance where you could, like, you know, most of the tourists go. You could take a car, well, take a bus in about, I don't know, 30 k's or something. So unfortunately it's not a clear day, but definitely a nice, one of the nicest places you could get to within about 5 hours of Chengdu. So yeah, I'm sure you're seeing a lot of guides and stuff, Four Sisters Park. And you could do like 3 to 5 day hikes all around these areas in the different entrances. And yeah, it's definitely quite spectacular. You know, if I could obviously get a sunny day, this would be quite epic. A little more touristy in this entrance because the buses come in. But the other 2 entrances, you can only hike in. So if you want to get away from people like I did, you could go in, and we didn't see anyone else camping at that time. There was just a few day hikers on the hike I did. And yeah, you can get a horse and a guide to take you out for about 300 RMB a day. So yeah, pretty cool. It's a little expensive though, 150 to get in this one. The other are about 60 or 70 to enter. So it's nice they got these planks through here, which usually was kind of tacky to have this kind of stuff, but you know, it would be all tons of mud and pretty slippery, so actually I don't really mind to have some of that stuff here.
The one on the left seems to be winning right now, but that one on the right is ending. So I don't know.
You're not impressed yet. Come on.
Come on, left is always going to be better than the right.
Got $5 on the left yet?
I've got all my Chinese money on the left yak. Come on!
So here we are at Rilong, just the overlook here, Four Sisters Park. Pretty nice view from up here. This is the hike I did about 3 weeks ago, the Haitsa Valley, and you hike along that ridge, go over there to some nice lakes back there. Try to head to Wulong today. Yeah, big landslide a couple days ago, luckily clearing up. Look at that huge rock, man.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot of stuff.
Good thing we,
Would it destroy a car?
Oh, you better believe it, man. Destroy a car.
yeah. Yeah, luckily this landslide wasn't as bad as it could have been. Oh, nice to have these nice young, cute little people to see it through.
Wow, so that's how they break them up, this bit.
Yeah. Yeah, some craziness. Cool, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, sweet.
哦，那打架喽！后面了两个好乖啊！
哎，真可爱啊，萌死了！这小的就有意思。
Right here, passing through at the end in town, Yinqiu. This is near Wenchuan, where the earthquake in 2008 hit. So, insane time here. Really sad. About 70,000 people died across about 300 or 400 kilometers. A fault line broke, and here you have, you know, one of the schools that in this town that just collapsed, and it's just, yeah, it's brutal. I don't remember the number of people that died or children and stuff, but. Yeah, crazy, amazing one day, you know, you're just kind of, it's a nice day like today, you know, great skies, and 2, 3 in the afternoon, it's like, man, everything, just your whole world is destroyed. But they've got a few of these nice memorials in a few of the towns around here. I've seen a few of them, and it's kind of worth checking out. It's pretty moving, obviously really sad, but yeah, one of the biggest earthquakes in China. Nice, we got back from the bike trip okay, and so now we're celebrating, and so nothing better than to do a barbecue. Eating it up. Yummy.